Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today, inshallah, we are going to start with the Adobe Animate. Adobe Animate as any software contain some menus. When you open the Adobe Animate, you need to go to File. If you have a previous file or a file that you have worked on before, you can use Open and then open it, or double click on that file, or you can hit a menu to create a new file or project. Here you will have many sizes saved for you. You can select any of them if you want, or you can specify it manually, the width and height, also the frame rate. I will leave everything as it is, and I will select for today, I will select the full HD, 1920 by 1080, and then I will hit on create. If we scroll if we scroll down or up, then we will move the whole scene down or up. If we click on control, then we'll with the mouse wheel, we will make zoom in and zoom out. We hit on alt. We hit on the mouse wheel, click the mouse wheel click, then we will move the scene inside the animate. Or we can go here, we can make the size of the scene of the window here 25. We can select anyone, or we can make it fit to the window. If you have any problem with the basic windows available here inside the user interface, inside the software, for example, if you have the properties missing timeline, you can open it here from window. You can select the properties, tools, timeline, edit bar, anything you want. Or you can reset the whole user interface by going to your workspace and then select. For us, we will stay with basic. If you have a problem with the user interface arrangement, you can press on, click on reset basic, then the user interface will be reset to default. That's in brief. Down here we have the layer inside the timeline window. We have the layer. For now, you can see that here we have an empty circle. Empty circle means that the layer we are selecting, it's empty. If we create anything, then this circle will be full. Adobe Animate contain the basic tools for creation, similar to Adobe Illustrator. For example, here we have the brush, classic and fluid. You can try both of them. From here, from the right, you can adjust the size, the color. Can make the size small. Can change the color. Because I moved in the timeline, now you can see that I have a circle full because I moved before in the timeline. Usually this should happen at the beginning. I'm going to delete this. I'm moving back. Now, if I create anything, then this the empty circle will be full. To show you that this layer contains something. As I said, we have the brush we can use. There are a difference between the classic and the fluid brush, but I'm not going to go deep now. We have the eraser we can use also. And we have the shape tool to create a shape. Shape contain stroke and fill, we can change them. We can click and hold to select another shape, for example, polystar. Polystar here, we can select number of sides, star point size. We can increase it. I can reduce to have rectangle. I can click on it and select 5. Here we have a polygon. We can change it to star, and you can see the difference. Between polygon and star. These inside poly, star, polygon, and star. Okay, and we can change the color as I said. I can select the press on selection tool to select one of the objects, but I need to double click on it to select the shape with the stroke, and then I can change the color. I can change the color for the stroke also. I can increase the stroke size. I can use the free tool, the free transform tool to make some rotation or to change the scale. Here inside the selection, I have subselection tool. I can select a point. I can select a point and then change the position or drag, or I can delete. This inside the sub-selection works like direct select in Illustrator to select the points inside any shape I create. Or I can create a line. And here we have some controllers for the line also. I have the pen tool, but pen tool inside Animate works only with stroke, create stroke only. I can click here to add, for example, some point, or I can click to remove some points, or I can make a sharp point curve, or a curve point. I can put it back to sharp. I can insert a text also. You can see I can edit, select the font, the style. I can change the size for that text. I have fill also, I can use it. Okay, I will create a new layer. To create a new shape on that layer. And then change the color to red. You can see now I can change the fill. See, it works only with the fill, not the stroke. This is, I change the color here by using the fill. The eyedropper to select a color. The hand tool to navigate inside the scene. We are zooming in, for example. I can move inside the scene. These are the basic tools. Usually, I'm going back to, I'm clicking and holding, and then I'm going back to the selection tool. I will delete everything. Here I have layer. Let me create course with shift. I will create a circle. Without shift, I will create an ellipse. Let me create a circle. I will reduce the, go back to selection. I will reduce the stroke size. That's in the first layer. I will create another layer, and then I will select the shape and hit on Control D to duplicate. I will move it down here. Then I will change the color to make a difference between them. Okay, now I select both of them by mistake. I will hit on Control X, double click to select the fill with stroke, and then Control X to cut or edit, and then cut. And then I will press here at this frame, at the first frame, at the first layer, and then I will go to edit, paste in place to paste it back. Now each layer contain one circle. To start the animation, I need to open the timeline for the layer. Here I will move to 25 frame, and then from here I can click insert frame or press F5 on keyboard to open the ability to create a keyframe. I will do the same for the second layer by pressing F5. I will keep the auto keyframe enabled. Auto keyframe means if I change the shape, position, or rotation, then a key will be created automatically. Now, with pressing on Shift on keyboard, I will move it to here. You can see that a new keyframe created automatically. But still, we don't have an animation. I will do an animation for the second one. I will put it here. To make an animation, I need to select the frames between them, all the frames for the same layer, and right-click, create classic tween. Don't show again, hit OK. For the second one, also create classic tween. Now what will happen? I can hit on a play. And now we have the first animation trial. That's it for today. See you next time.